Taurus, Sun Sign Forecast for 2024. This is the second of the 12 videos that will be shared by Dr. Dikki Jo Mullen for each of the signs. And in this video, Dr. Mullen will overview months for the sign of Taurus during the next year. She notes that key words describing Taurus are genuine, practical, loyal, stoic, determined, patient, and a person that loves nature. We will now hear Dr. Dikki Jo Mullen share with you the details of important transits during the following zodiac year.
I'm astrologer Dikki Jo in Orlando, Florida, and it's International Astrology Day, the 21st of March of 2024. And in honor of International Astrology Day, I thought that a forecast for each of the 12 birth signs would be a nice way to greet the new year ahead. Sun sign astrology is about 100 years old, and it is the beginning of the tip of the iceberg of what your birth chart is all about. The sun sign, the Earth's path around the sun on your day of birth, is the only part of the horoscope that most people know. And there is quite a bit of information that we can glean about ourselves and others just by knowing the birthday alone, without the exact time of day, place of birth, and the various planets and many, many other subtleties within your birth sign. Taurus, those of you who are born from April 20th to May 20th of each year, are celebrated by the sign of the bull. Genuine, practical, patient, you're an earth sign that's fixed, and you usually delight in anything dedicated to nature. The bull moves when it's good and ready and doesn't appreciate pressure. There's a stoic quality, a determination about you, a devoted quality, sometimes a hint of an obstinate nature. The ears relate especially to the sign of Taurus, so music and pleasant sounds especially delight you, and many gifted singers are heavily Taurus in their birth charts. So with your stoic determination, you have a way of nearly always getting what you want. At the spring equinox, the first day of spring, international astrology, Venus, your ruler, will be highlighting the 11th solar house in your chart, which shows you oriented toward harmonious relationships with friends. Accept invitations. You might become more active in a civic or social organization during April. On May Day, Jupiter, Venus, and the Sun are all in your birth sign. This is a bright, benevolent influence, and May Day can be a wonderful day for you to celebrate with baskets of flowers, candy, to surprise those you might admire, or maybe to enjoy yourself. It's a positive time in healing and growth that you can expect all the way through May 25th of 2024. During the first half of June, Mercury will affect your financial sector. A business trip could be lucrative near the new moon, which will be on June 6th, when Mercury is still affecting that area. Thoughts and conversations can revolve around money or matters. June brings an excellent time to study and gather information about finances, a favorite topic especially of Taurus. At the summer solstice, the first day of summer, June 21st, Sun, Mercury, and Venus will be impacting your sector of travel, variety, and communication. You might purchase a new vehicle, become interested in conversing about a different subject, and a good way to honor the summer would be to bless a citrine crystal, which represents communication and versatility, or a seashell as talismans for travel. Your schedule will be punctuated by a number of short errands and short day trips. during the month of June. A helpful neighbor could initiate casual conversation, and this could result in a friendship. As July begins, the influence of Mars, the celestial energizer, will be building for you. Your energy level will be turned up to high. Motivation and competition and your attitude will spur you forward. You'll overcome that procrastination that Taurus, the bull, can sometimes be notorious for. Avoid upsetting a sensitive person at the full moon on July 21st. And control your anger with a bit of humor and tolerance during late July. Mercury favorably aspects your Sun from late July until mid-August. This Mercury trining your Sun influence encourages others to share interesting perspectives and opinions with you, and you might enjoy visiting a bookstore or an historic site, particularly if the historic site has an informative plaque which you might want to study. Venus is favorable from mid to late August, and this opens the door to enjoyable recreational activities. You're glad about a young person's growth and accomplishments. So September 1st to 8th, there's a tense Mercury influence which brings several projects requiring immediate attention to you. Pace yourself, prioritize in order to cope. As the autumn equinox nears, your health is the focus. Enjoy seasonal fruits and vegetables to feel lighter in body, mind, and spirit. Resist the temptation for too many sweets, too many rich foods, which your birth sign tends to be attracted to and tempted by. From late September until October 17th, there is a Venus opposition to your Sun, and the choices of others can be at odds with your own preferences. Tolerance resolves the conflict then. At Halloween, you want to go with comfortable casual clothing, and maybe just some very comfortable worn-out clothes covered by a beautiful cape would do for your Halloween costume. And favorite ghost stories shared around a comfortable cup of cider and a warm fire to discuss psychic experiences might be preferable to a more complicated Halloween. During November of 2024, plans and suggestions offered by others will set the pace. Teamwork and partnerships can mold the flow of events. There's a full moon on November 15th in Taurus that will tend to bring a peak activity you've been working on into focus. You'll be ready to move ahead with a choice and to be assertive. Winter holiday plans will be in your thoughts as the Thanksgiving season emerges, and there's a retrograde Mercury cycle from November 25th to December 15th, which is very nostalgic. A traditional Thanksgiving, traditional activities and decorations can affect you and appeal to you. Messages from the spirit world are very likely following the full moon of November 15th for at least the next 2 weeks. And so there could be an omen or a sign from a loved one who is beyond the veil. And I always think that the sensation of an entity near us represents something friendly and protective, not sinister at all. At the winter solstice of 2024, first day of winter, December 21st, divine truth with the tarot or a pendulum. It's a very good night for looking at the future. The end of December till January 5th, the planet Mars brings the need for adjustments with family dynamics. A relative could be in a troubled phase and need a little bit of extra help. A house blessing might help to balance any discordant energies around you. During the second and third weeks of January, there's a refreshing influence in your ninth solar house. Your thoughts take a philosophical turn. You might enjoy journaling as sort of an opening to initiating discussions with others. Think of a book club or writers group which could be worth attending. As February begins, others will express security concerns. Help by being a caring listener, but hold on to your own extra cash flow. At Candlemas, the holiday that represents the return of the light on February 2nd, burn white candles as you focus on your faith. Jupiter completes its retrograde the first week of February, and this will improve your second house of finances. An old obligation is resolved, enabling a financial goal to be within reach. And during the last half of February, there is also a stimulating interest in altruism. At the new moon on February 27th, make choices which can benefit the earth as well as the quality of life for those in need. The beginning of March brings Venus turning retrograde. This influence sets the pace through the end of the winter of 2024-2025, when past life memories can be understood and processed, and you'll be freed of regrets and disappointments. Thinking of an overview of you for the year 2024, let's think of how most people's lives form a triangle of interests. The number 3 is a sacred number. Think of the Trinity, past, present, future. And in astrology, this is health, love, and money. Think of which part of your life needs the most attention. That can vary from time to time. If it's all of them, go with health. And if it's none of them, also go with health. And then love and money, if those take precedence. So, eclipses on March 25th and October 2nd of 2024 indicate the need to be flexible regarding your wellness agenda. This relates to your health. A healthcare professional can offer you some valuable insights. Self-care can be enhanced by connecting with the outdoors. You Tauruses are usually wonderful gardeners and very often wonderful campers. Relax near the water, listen to waves hitting the shore. A stream rushing over rocks and birds singing can help you enjoy the sensual feeling and fragrance of the earth, leaves, and grasses. If going outside is impractical, try listening to recordings of nature sounds to enhance your health. In terms of love, Taurus is very loyal in love and tends to hold on and be very fixed. May and August bring the most favorable Venus influences in the new year for romantic interludes, and you might cling to a love interest and work with it, even if you realize it's time to move on. The eclipse on March 14th, 2025 can help you to consider whether a relationship that's been in the death throes, figuratively speaking, for a long time, has finally run its course. A totally new love interest can come in at that time. For finances, a favorite topic for you as an earth sign, you can be so concerned about financial security this year that you have to remember to enjoy all the blessings you have. Practice on your attitude of gratitude this year. Jupiter transiting Taurus promises great abundance in the springtime near your birthday, and you can set the pace for financial planning with your birthday as it comes around this year. I'm Dikki Jo in Orlando, Florida, saying Happy New Year, Happy 2024, springtime of 2024 to 2025 to Taurus, the bull, a fixed sign of Earth.
Thank you for watching this video. Contact information for Rev Dr. Dikki Jo Mullen are as follows. Her email address has recently changed, templetoncat13@gmail.com. Facebook, Sky Maiden Musings, her website, which offers daily meditations and other information regarding her work, and her YouTube channel address. Rev Dr. Dikki Jo Mullen, astrologer, psychic, and parapsychologist. Dr. Mullen provides astrology, psychic, rune, and tarot card readings. She also conducts face-to-face and Zoom readings and seances, webinars, and face-to-face presentations.